Ron DeSantis' wife was referred to as America's Karen, and Fox News melted down.
Mocking Florida First Lady Casey DeSantis, calling her America's Karen.
Maybe one of the ugliest attacks thus far.
I hate that word. It isn't just, it's a racial slur.
I'm not sure who actually coined the term Karen, but whoever they are would probably be shocked at how the label has grown from an offhand moniker to being labeled a dangerous racist slur by none other than Fox News. After an MSNBC analyst called Governor Ron DeSantis' wife Casey America's Karen, the anti-woke network is calling for a cultural cancellation of the term, arguing that it's both sexist and racist. Of course, Fox News has always covered the first ladies and women in politics in general with such respect, poise, and graciousness, right?
Let's review how Fox News talks about the wives of elected officials. First Lady Jill Biden has been called borderline illiterate, described as a ghoulish, power-seeking creep, and one host called for her arrest.
Dr. Jill! She's not a real doctor.
John Fetterman's wife, Giselle Barato Fetterman, has experienced similar attacks, being compared to Lady Macbeth and kind of being accused of espionage.
Has the bisexual Brazilian immigrant been vetted? I doubt it. But that's the point.
And of course, for over a decade, former First Lady Michelle Obama has been subjected to some of the vilest attacks I have ever heard on television.
A fist bump, a pound, a terrorist fist jab.
So last week, I covered Fox News' increasingly dismal outlook on the 2024 election, as it's becoming clearer and clearer every day that Donald Trump is running away with the GOP nomination. Despite their clear overall support for DeSantis, the fact is he's not landing with voters, but maybe drumming up right-wing outrage will do the trick. I don't disagree that the Karen label can lean into misogynistic territory. It is, after all, not a good thing to be called, and it only applies to women, but calling it a racial slur is a bit of a stretch. Although I guess it typically does apply only to white women, calling it a slur ignores any analysis of the power imbalance inherent in many of these Karen videos. For example, Casey DeSantis is one of the most powerful women in the state of Florida, which doesn't excuse vitriolic misogyny against her, but it does fail to grapple with the fact that many Karen's entitlement stems from them being incredibly wealthy and powerful and weaponizing those facets of their identity. And even Casey and her husband's reaction to the slur reveals that it's just a rude nickname, one that they're actually kind of proud of. Ron told Fox Business that, quote, "My wife is an incredibly strong First Lady of Florida, a fantastic mother and a great wife, and that threatens the left. So she and I kind of shrug it off because we know it just shows they view her as a threat." He also referred to the name as a badge of honor for the family. So they're clearly taking the nickname in stride and even proud that they're stirring up some outrage on the left. With his poll numbers in free fall, clearly the DeSantis campaign is desperate for anything that'll keep him in the news cycle, and offending the left really seems to be their best and only tactic. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.